Bryant Park. It's Ryan.
And Samara Riviera.
We are celebrating the Heritage of Pride annual Pride Rally. 39 years in the making this is. How is the event looking? How many people are behind us?
It's fabulous. There's so many things going on. So many comedians, performers, the gender offenders are here.
And we're here in Bryant Park. There's a live stage behind us bringing us politicians and people just everywhere. Your first interview, though, is the gender offenders. We're going to try to talk to a little bit of everyone. We're going to try to talk to some of the singers, some of the dancers, but there are thousands of people here today, so I'm not sure if we can get to everyone. But who are you going to start with?
I'm starting with my favorite, the drag queen ensemble, the gender offenders, genderoffenders.com people, and
I'm going to try to grab Judy Gold. There's so many people here, but let's start with you and the gender offenders.
Hello everybody, Samara Riviera here, and I'm with the fabulous, the gorgeous Gender Offenders. Hello ladies!
Hey everybody!
Hey.
Hello from Pride Rally 2008!
Woo! Woo! That's where we're at, that's right, Pride
Absolutely.
Rally. Now it's 1 week before Gay Pride, New York City, and tell us ladies, what did you do today at the Pride Rally?
Today we performed a little medley mix that we originally wrote, and we were on stage doing a little song and dance for everyone.
And I hear you ladies sing live. Tell us about that.
We do. We sing live. That's actually what got us the show, because the organizers were really impressed that we were singing live. We weren't lip syncing. So that was great. And we're really honored to be here because it was the drag queens that started the entire revolution, that started the whole Pride gay revolution that we're fighting for now. So it's been 39 years in the making, and it's been going great. We're really, really proud to be here.
Now, speaking of, the Stonewall riots back in 1969, how do you ladies feel that transgenders, drag queens, drag performers, how are they represented at all these, gay events?
I feel like they are represented better nowadays, but I feel like we've got a long way to go. I think with the politics of the 80s in the US, the gay political movement has kind of taken a little back seat. But I think with marriage becoming an issue, I think the drag queens like us, we write our original music and we write protest songs. Modern day with a beat, but we write songs that talk about we want marriage rights, we want equal rights. We're the second generation of the Stonewall, rebellion.
We are the daughters of Stonewall right here today.
Woo! And we're gonna represent, and we're gonna make sure that girls like us are represented.
Absolutely.
Okay, now tell us, what type of shows do you ladies do? For those people that haven't seen your shows, what are your shows about? Are they political, entertainment, a little everything?
Our shows are very, very political. What we do when we're writing a new show is basically we look at what's going on in the headlines, what's going on politically in our country, and we just start brainstorming and start workshopping pieces because we really do want to give voice to issues that are important to us as drag queens, as gay men, as people of color, as people... As Americans, absolutely. So we really feel very strongly that our performances are our voice. And I do feel that the Pride Parade doesn't always represent transgendered folks, and I was surprised that we were the only drag queens performing today. So we're proud to be here, and we hope that we represent everyone as well as we can.
So now I understand you ladies are performing next week at the Gay Pride events. Tell us about that. What's going to be going on next week?
Next week is the Pride March, where we're going to be walking down 5th Avenue following the Lavender Line, and we're going to be marching with Marriage Equality, a group that's very near and dear to us, who have been so super supportive of gender offenders, and we're really happy. We're going to be in a little Mini Cooper dressed in our wedding gowns to support marriage equality here in New York.
Will there be any performances or just the parade?
Just the parade this time.
For us.
But who knows?
Who knows?
A lot can change in a week.
Yes. Stay tuned. Come and check it out.
Now, the gender offenders are taking the summer off. Tell us about that.
We're taking the summer off because, we don't want to melt in the heat of New York. But we're working on putting together our next shows. We're working on some solo projects, and we're recharging for the fall.
Tell us a little bit about your solo projects.
Sheik and I are writing a book, and we're really excited to get to it. It's been really tough because we've been doing so much with gender offenders, and so we're writing that, and hopefully that'll be coming out next year. Candy?
I am working on a CD of some electronic music and some political satire. Larry Craig, if you're listening, watch out. And I've got a cabaret coming up at the Duplex.
Yeah, wow.
When is that? When is the cabaret?
August 3rd.
Okay.
Sunday, August 3rd. It's perfect. You can make it and then get to work on Monday with a slight hangover.
And hopefully we'll have a gender offender CD coming out soon, too.
Yeah, that should be fun too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, like Sassy said, we're working on a Chic and Sassy book, and it's all about, it's a guide for girls, urban city girls, and it's all the things that your mother never taught you about being a woman, from drag queens.
Exactly.
Tell us one thing our mothers did not tell us about being a woman.
That sexy hurts. Sexy hurts. Mama never told you, but if you want to look sexy, sexy hurts. All the time.
Liquid eyeliner. My mother never told me about that. It's tough.
And many mothers never told you, but proper foundational garments are very important, so look out for those.
Mother knows best, ladies. So now tell us all the websites that we can find you at.
Sure.
Well, first of all, of course, www.genderoffenders.com. You'll find the three of us, and it's a great place to start.
www.samplemycandy.com.
And www.chic, sassy.com.
And of course on MySpace, YouTube, and all that. Just
All of that.
type in gender offenders.
Offenders, and you'll find us all.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Now let's go have some fun.
Yeah.
Happy Pride, everyone. Thank you, Samara.
See you next week.
Thank you. You know, that's a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Ryan here with one of our performers at the Heritage of Pride rally, Corey Andrew. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. Doing
Now,
good.
we are rained out, but you stayed on the stage. You brought us some of your original tracks.
must go on.
Beautiful.
I cry.
The show did go on. As you can see behind us, the lawn is empty, but thousands of people are still here surrounding the park. Now, right in the middle of your set, you were performing the classic house anthem. You gotta have house music. Now, you've updated with some original vocals. Tell me about that.
I did. Well, you know, I thought like the song should have a little bit more of a modern appeal, so I added a little hip-hop rap element to it, which is like a club anthem in itself. So, so far people have loved it. So, you know, that's my version of gotta have house music.
Corey, can we hear a little bit of the new ad-lib of your new additions?
Throw your hands up to the sky, alright, time to celebrate like it's Friday night. Let the beat take it to where you wanna be, from Paris and London and New York City.
New York City is where it's at.
New York City.
Now,
baby.
in the rain, you're still here talking to us, you're still here performing. Why is performing at the Heritage of Pride rally important to you, Corey?
Well, actually, you know, I went through a really big high-profile case last year in which the military lashed out against me, a sergeant, and the don't ask, don't tell policy came into light because they discriminated against me because I was gay, and also it turned racist with an email that was sent to me from a recruiter in the military. And Heritage of Pride organization was behind me the whole time. They asked me to come speak about it, and my activism was kind of born through their support. And so when they asked me, when Michael Lavelle, the director, asked me to come do the show, there was not even a question that I would not be here. So
now you're glowing. Who would ever think that it was repression that led you to want to be here today?
sure, well, that's how we all kind of have maintained as an African American. You know, I'm here because of, you know, people who looked at repression and kept fighting. So I can't do anything less than that.
Well, what we can do is talk about Don't Ask, Don't Tell. What are your thoughts on that policy, and what would you like to see going forward in regards to Don't Ask, Don't Tell, the military policy about not disclosing your sexuality?
Well, I think it's a little counterproductive. Anyone who looks at this administration would see that they have actually been discharging soldiers who were gay at a time of war with an Arabic-speaking country. Many of the different soldiers who were discharged for being gay, they speak different, very, very remote dialects of Arabic, and you need that at a time of war with an Arabic country. So you have to just see that it's completely counterproductive. Every other country that I know of that's progressive doesn't have such a policy, and you're talking about 11,000 military careers and counting that have been ended through such a discriminatory practice, so it has to stop.
What I don't want to stop is talking about all of your accomplishments, Corey. Now we know that you're a singer, we're finding out about your activism, but you're also an actor, an author. Tell us about some of the other areas where we can see you.
Sure, of course. Well, I actually have been working on a couple books. I just got my first book agent as well. Struggling in New York City for years, I had some great jobs. One of them was working at a very high-end department store, and I was keeping notes the whole time. So it's like, my friends say it's the black version of Devil Wears Prada. I don't know. You know, maybe so. But so I'm shopping that book around currently, and it's a great opportunity to now be a literary presence as well. And my music is taking off quite well for me here, finally, and in Europe especially. So if people check me out online, they can see a lot of the stuff I'm doing at CoreyAndrew.com. And that's Andrew with no S. And so please reach out to me and say, hey, you know, wherever you are in the world, I'd love to hear from you.
He's very approachable if you see him in person. Now let's talk about next week for the actual 39th Annual Heritage of Pride Parade. Will you be there, and what will you be doing?
I will be there. I'll be cheering my friends along the sidelines like everybody else. A lot of my friends over at Next Magazine, they're very supportive of me here in New York City. And so I'm looking forward to seeing the Next Magazine float. And I will be there cheering, bells on, maybe a boa, maybe feathers, maybe glitter. You don't know, but I'll be wearing it.
We'll see you next week at the 39th Annual Heritage of Pride Parade. Brian checking in with Corey Andrew right here at Bryant Park.
Bye.
Hi guys, Samara Riviera here. I'm at the official, what is it, the booth?
Rally, right.
The official Pride Rally booth.
Right.
I'm here with one of the volunteers, John. So tell us, John, what made you volunteer at this year's Pride Rally?
Well, I've been volunteering at the event since 9/11, and President Bush was saying we have to fight for our freedom and stuff like that, and I've been fighting for our liberty and justice for all since Pride 2001.
Oh wow. Do you
2002.
Do you volunteer at any other events, or why just this one?
Well, the rally and then the Pride Festival next week, and I've been helping, clean up and set up and stuff like that. And then recently I've been getting more involved with the planning. There's a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes with the planning, getting everything together, and with the events. This actually runs more smoothly because we've been doing here at Bryant Park for several years, where the Pride Festival after the march has been moved around different streets, so that's always more planning because we never know what's going to happen from year to year.
Okay, now tell us what's going on here at the official booth of the Pride Rally.
Well, the Heritage of Pride booth, our organization actually runs the events. So we're running the rally this week and the march, dances, and festival next week. And our booth and the one across the way, we're selling t-shirts and buttons and tickets for the dances, and that goes to support our group, so we'll be able to run the events and produce the events for next year. Because it's entirely a volunteer organization, so everyone you see here with Heritage of Pride t-shirts, top t-shirts, are volunteers.
Okay, well thank you so much, John, for coming out here and talking to us. And it's raining,
thank you for coming.
So we're going to stay here. But, see you guys later. Let's go watch the performances now.
Thank you.
Discriminate, spit in my face, condemn me for being gay. Listen, you ain't a Christian, you go and preach hate. You call yourself a church, together you congregate. You turn around and point the finger, discriminate. You spit in my face, condemn me for being gay. Can't believe they did this, what happened was foul. And everything that happened don't make sense right now. And I feel it's a God to go down. I wrote revenge for taking my best friend and making his life in. And people are afraid of someone who ain't them. If I would've hated
2, 3.
You fucking fantastic work. One of our headlining performers at the Heritage of Pride rally, Mélange Lavonne. How are you?
I am great. Wonderful.
Now you had a lot to say today. I was very surprised because this is a combination of a lot of political speakers as well as performers, and you blended everything into one set. Tell me, what was it like to be up there at Bryant Park in the rain?
It was amazing. I can't even express how important it is for people to hear that message, but just to be here in New York, it's just a big experience and perform for everybody. It's just, I'm just stoked. I'm just in awe right now. So I'm loving it. This, I would consider this like one of the highlights of my career being here. So.
Now, the rain came and we were actually all asked to leave the lawn, so everyone was scattered to the side and to the front, and you made them do a call and response and you interacted even though everyone was scattered. Now, is that a regular part in the track? When I say gay, you say pride, or did you add that for the rally?
That's just a regular part, you know, just to get the crowd involved and, you know, make them, you know, more interactive. So it's what I do in my songs, you know, try to just interact more with the crowd and use what comes over with me. So.
Now, you're very approachable, very easy to speak to, wonderful to watch on stage, but your words really pack a punch. When you talk about religion and you talk about gay parenting, do you get any slack for being so upfront with your lyrics, Mélange?
Not so much slack. I think a lot of people are more open-minded nowadays. There are some people out there that, you know, kind of don't like the message, but more so I'm getting more positive, you know, feedback from my songs. So I'm blessed.
Speaking of songs, the brand new CD is out. How is that going? Now, you're an artist who released a CD. A lot of people are just doing downloads on iTunes. You've got the CD, signing your autographs. What was it like to release the CD now? Is this your debut?
No, that's actually my second CD. The first one I wasn't openly gay. It was just hip hop. It wasn't, I didn't have, you know, political issues on my first CD. This one is all about just, you know, fighting for a cause. And, it has gay parenting, domestic violence between, you know, gays. You know, people don't, you know, recognize that. Global warming, you know, as you heard about gay bash. So there's so many subjects on that CD that is so heartfelt and, you know, it's really close to me, basically. So I'm proud of this CD. Yeah.
Very proud. I mean, the way you took to the stage, I was just like, she's representing me, and I don't even know Mélange yet, and it's just very impressive. Now, what was it between the first CD and now the second CD that made you decide to be an out artist?
Well, I guess the first CD, I felt I had something to prove as an MC. It was more, I was spitting more metaphors, and it was just basically, okay, just hip hop. But being an out artist, I saw a lot of issues that some people weren't bringing, you know, attention in the music. So I felt it was my obligation to do so. I think God is utilizing me. You know, He's using me to reach people, and so you know, being that I am, you know, a hip hop artist, I have to utilize my spotlight, you know, for something good.
Something good, a voice that brought us all together right here in Bryant Park for the Heritage of Pride Rally. Thank you, Mélange. Can I get a free hug?
Yes. Thank you.
It's raining on me on stage. I feel perilous. Look at the paparazzi. It's not me. It's not me. No.
It's your gorgeous nuts.
My gorgeous. I'm stunning.
You're stunning?
Okay. I'm like a stun gun. I'm so stunning.
Okay, guys, I have a special surprise for you today. We're here at the Heritage of Pride rally, and the fabulous, the gorgeous, the one and only Miss Madam is here with us.
Hello, everyone. How you doing? Who is this?
This is for television.
I've been on the television.
Yes. Now listen, madam. You are the official madam, right?
I am
You're
the
not
one,
a drag
the
queen, you're
only.
not impersonator.
I'm not just my size doll. None of it. I'm not Howdy Doody or the baby Doody. Howdy Doody's baby.
So now tell us, how did your performance go today at the rally?
Honey, I was all washed up. It was wet.
Yes, it was rainy.
First they put this giant condom on me to keep me dry and safe. Safe theater, the wave of the future. horrible, darling.
Now, madam, tell us a joke. We want to hear you say just a
joke. Oh, I'm not funny, honey. I'm not funny at all. But I'll tell you what. All right. I'm dating this man. His name's Jaime. I've been dating him forever. And he is old, darling. O-L-D-D. Old. Double D. Last night we were sitting in the bed, honey. And he took off his toupee and he set it on a stand. And then he took out his teeth and he put them in a glass. He popped out his glass eye and put it in a box. He sat and unscrewed his wooden leg, leaned it up against the wall, and I said, honey, when you get to the part that I want, just sling it over here.
You're fabulous, madam.
Oh, honey, so are you.
Thank you. Now tell us, what projects are you working on now? Do you have any shows coming up? What's going on?
I do. I have 2 shows this week in New York City on June, what is it, the 26th? Thursday the 26th at Dylan's Reprise Room on West 54th Street at 8 p.m. and Saturday, June 28th, same place at 9 p.m. and you can get tickets at www.madamandme, that's MADMAEANDME. Joe's the me in Madam and Me. I got a new partner, honey. Look at that. His mouth moves. Honey is no ventriloquist, is he? But that's alright. I'm no fucking dummy. Can I say that?
Well, you just said it, so I guess you can.
Well, there you go. I said flocking like the birds. Birds of a feather.
So now tell us, what is Madam going to do this summer? What is she doing?
I have 2 shows in July in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. I think it's Wednesdays, the 3rd and the 23rd. And in the month of August, I'm doing how many shows? 25? 25 shows in 26 days in Edinburgh, Scotland at the Fringe Festival. So I'm going to be worn out, honey.
So how does Madam do it? I mean, do you ever get tired, worn out?
I work out.
Where do you get all the energy?
I eat well, I do a lot of drugs, and I work out.
Fabulous.
Have you ever done Kegels? Do you know what they are?
No.
Kegels, it's an inner strengthening exercise. I'm doing them now. What you do is you in your down there somewhere, you squeeze and tighten and squeeze and tighten, and it strengthens. Well, I'm strengthening my hoo-ha now. Watch, I'll do one for you. Here you go. Ow! Ow! Hi-ha!
So now, Madam, tell us, what is your connection to the LGBT community?
Well, you know, I've been surrounded by the L's, the G's, the P's, the T's, the T and A's, the LBGT, then the YMCA's my entire life. You know, I just kind of fit in, honey. I think they thought I was a drag queen. So,
but you're the real thing.
I am, darling. Except no imitations. So there you are.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, madam. Anything you want to say to your gay transgender fans out there?
Well, darling, stick it in! No, that's wrong, isn't it? No. Well, love yourself and love your friends, darling. And if you want to love me, do it twice a night. Oh, God love you, honey.
Thank you so much, madam. Say goodbye.
Skittles!
It may look like a lot of fun, but not for this man. A lot of work, ladies and gentlemen. David Schneider, the co-chair for this year's Heritage of Pride event. How was today's Pride Rally in Bryant Park?
It started off really well. We had a rain here and there and some rain at the end, but the rally still kept going on and kept going forward. So that was the important thing.
Talk about, what is this year's theme?
This year's theme is Live, Love, Be. Because that's all we want. We want the right to live, the right to love, and the right to be.
Now, how are we expressing that besides wearing t-shirts and talking about it? What is like, is there an action we should do in the parade to get this message out this year?
Well, I think everybody needs to come out and be visible, because letting people know that we exist. You know, the millions of us that are in New York City and the area, by letting people know we have these numbers, that gives us more power than anything else.
In 1 week, down Fifth Avenue is going to be the biggest LGBT Pride Parade. How many people are you expecting?
About 1 million.
1 million people! How are you preparing for that?
We have groups already registered, floats registered. We have hundreds of volunteers who are helping us coordinate everything. So coming together pretty good.
One of the biggest days for LGBT tourism in New York City. Now this is the big month for travel. Do Heritage or Pride produce events throughout the year, or is it the rally and the pier dance, and then June we don't see you for a year? Or
no, we do some smaller events. Particularly, we do Fairgrounds, which is the equivalent of Gay Day, Great Adventure in September. But the Pride events themselves are our main focus, and it takes an entire year to put them on.
And the whole year he's been doing it. Congratulations on your success. We'll see you next week. Checking in at the Bryant Park Heritage or Pride Rally.
Yeah, babe.
39 years in the making. It's all coming to a close right here. Samara, what did you think?
It was fabulous. It was awesome. We got rained out, but it was still fun.
We got sunned in. It was almost like Mother Nature said, let's wash away everything that happened and give you a clean, fresh start, because the sun came back out. I was expecting the rain throughout the whole day, and I love that Bryant Park was full of people. They came out anyway.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was awesome. Everybody came out, supported, and 1 week away from Gay Pride.
1 week. Well, actually, no. I've been corrected so many times by saying 1 week till Gay Pride. Gay Pride is every day. So it's 1 week until we walk down Fifth Avenue.
For the official parade, then.
Some of the highlights, I loved your interview. Gender Offenders.
Gender Offenders, the fabulous Gender Offenders drag queen group.
Yeah.
GenderOffenders.com, people, don't forget.
I love that they knew their history, that it was the drag queens who started this current movement that's, you know, the epicenter right here in New York City. Corey, what a great interview. I knew he was a singer, but I didn't know his strong history with, you know, being banned within the military and all the stuff that he's gone through, and how he was able to bring it to the stage with such a smile. He's like, we're all here together. I've got a lot of baggage, but we're together. And I'm really, really impressed with Corey.
Really positive, really awesome. Madam. The official Madam.
Now, was that really Madam the Puppet, or is that a piece of wood in drag? How do you know? Was that really Madam?
That's the real one. That's the official one.
The real Madam came out of hiding here in Bryant Park. Highlights galore. Hip hop was in the house. Melange
Lavonne. I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry.
We gotta go. We gotta go. I'm Ryan.
It was a great roundup, though.
Samara.
Ryan.
Till next time.